What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Lou Dog. And like always, today's Saturday, so I'm posting a new video. But before we get into the video, let me just start off by, if you haven't hit the subscribe button down below, please do so. And right next to it should be a bell button. Hit that bell, and that way when I post a new video, you'll be the first one to get a notification. Well, let's get right on to this video. Well, today, in the past, I've given you uh, places to go eat in Chicago, me growing up in Chicago. But now I want to talk to you about how I ended up here in Florida. Well, it was a funny thing. As you guys know, I used to live in Chicago. Well, through some friends of mine, I met someone, and he just happened to live here in Florida. I happen to live in Chicago. So against my better judgment, I decided to do a long distance relationship. They convinced me to go ahead and do it, and I did it. So, we started talking, so forth and so on, and stuff started moving on and whatnot. So we decided to move the relationship to the next level. So I was like, well, hey, how about if you move to Chicago and, you can crash here in my house, in my place. So he was like, no, 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 no. I don't have family members out there, and I don't want to move. No, I don't want to move far away from my family. Da 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 da. So I said, okay, cool. But at that time, my parents had retired, so they decided to move to Florida. My brothers, and my sister all decided to move to Florida, and I was like, yo, I'm not staying in Chicago. It's too cold to live here by myself. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm off to Orlando. So I let him know, so and so forth and so on. I quit my job. I pack up my house. I tuck my little chihuahua, Anthony, under my armpit, and my parents came to pick me up. So we drove back to Florida. I flew them in, then we drove back. First of all, I have a bucket list. My One of my things on my bucket list was drive cross country. Check that off. I'll never do that again. But anyway, so we finally make it. So we finally make it to Orlando. Funny story. I think we were in Georgia. Or something like that. And we had stopped off at Wendy's to eat. I had left Anthony in the car with water and food, and the windows were cracked open. So I don't think we were in there more than 5 seconds. We placed our order. So forth and so on. We got our orders. We come back. When I come back, my car is surrounded by police. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? They're like, oh, you have an animal unattended in the car. It's hot. I was like, officer, we weren't even there, not even 5 seconds. Oh, well, some lady happened to drive by your car, saw your dog in the passenger seat, and she notified us immediately. I was like, I'm so sorry, but we were not in there, not even 5 seconds. We got our food, we came back out, and we're about to let him out. So I open the door, and Anthony comes out, and of course the officer sees that we have food and we have water for him, and so on. He goes to me, yeah, disregard it, so on and so on. They left. We ate. I took him out. He used the bathroom, and then we got back into the car, and we drove here. We stopped off. I think it was in Georgia, or a couple of miles away from here. We stopped, and we got a hotel room. We spent the night, so and so forth and so on. We got up the following day. We got here. Finally, long story short, we get here. And I'm calling. My boyfriend. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Where are you? I want to meet up. Yada yada yada. No call. 2 days go by, 3 days go by, a week goes by, 2 weeks go by. Finally, on the third week, I spent the night at my cousin's house, and I get a phone call from him, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna need you to please stop calling me because my man is getting upset. I was like, your man is me. What you mean? So he's like, no, my boyfriend, we were broken up at the time, da 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 da. So I was like, so you cheated on me? And you're dating somebody else? I was like, yo, dog, you should have told me this. I could have stayed the hell in Chicago, not move here to Florida. You know, you could have at least picked up the phone and be like, yo, nigga, don't do it. I would have put my parents back on a plane, be like, bitch, I'm staying in Chicago. Shit. Where they pay more. So, you know, I stayed here, whatnot. Finally got a position where I'm working at now. Moved up in the company and so on, so on, and so on. And that's how I'm here in Florida. So, yeah. Long story short, if you're ever in a long distance relationship, don't do it. Okay? I learned my lesson. So, if this helps anybody, I'm good. So, anyway, like always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the bell button. And definitely give me a thumbs up. And if you want, leave a comment. Okay? Well, I love you guys like always. Take care. Deuce.